So, episode 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 has been out for almost a week now, with the second episode around the corner. Now, I did say in my episode 1 review, link in the description, that I would be doing a breakdown of the opening and ending themes very soon, so here it is. Now, don't forget to hit the like button if you do end up enjoying this video, and subscribe for more content like this. Now, let's get into the first opening. The opening starts with some beautiful, sketchy effects of water dropping, and a shot of Gojo that is very similar to the first Jujutsu Kaisen OP with Yuji sitting in the train. I feel like that is definitely meant to be played off of each other. They do seem to be similar on purpose, they're doing a similar pose, and the art style is very similar, so that's a really nice reference there. And we do get to see a really nice transition to what is presumably Kayou walking down a long hallway. This is after hidden inventory and kind of moving into premature death in that part of the arc, when he's wandering off and doing some questionable things. Won't spoil it for anime onlys. Then we get some nice blue sky shots of the teenage Jujutsu gang going off and having some fun adventures in the summertime, and we do have some establishing shots of some other characters and their younger versions that will be featured in this part of the arc. And we do have a nice establishing shot of Toji. That is actually a reference to a scene in the manga that will be adapted in this week's episode, so that's very exciting to see. I was really happy seeing that shot in the opening as a reader. We also get this little glimpse of the dark tones of this arc with a little cut with the static noise to Tengen's tomb, and it is a very heavy nod to those dark themes because it is pretty jarring with all these happy summer themes, seeing that creepy shot, so that's really nice. Also, I'm really happy that this chapter cover got adapted into the opening because it was one of my favorites. Seeing that while reading, it just looks really nice in the opening. It's such a nice nod. We have some nice shots of Gojo and Kayou and some people clapping to the beat, and they're kind of walking separate ways, which is a nod to what happens later. We also get to see Kayou with the cursed spirit kind of energy manifest into his hand, which is the same color as it is on the volume 9 manga cover, which was different in the first episode of the anime because it was actually blue in that scene, but I'm glad that they're actually keeping that consistency, at least for the opening. We also have some nice shots of Toji looking all muscular, some nice shot of the vessel as well, sinking into the tub, some nice sketch effects again, like the first part of the opening that leads into a big action set piece of Gojo and Kayou and the gang fighting some of the associations. This animation is wonderful. I love seeing all of the characters dance around fighting with their curses, and it just looks really amazing. This is just really outstanding animation, and it's really satisfying to see. Also, they sneakily had this cut of Gojo doing this little creepy kind of Anya smile from Spy X Family. I've seen a lot of people point that out on the internet, and honestly, I love it. It's hilarious. We also have some comedic moments with some chibi expressions of the characters, you know, having fun and having this fun summertime vibe, which is the opposite of the direction the arc goes, by the way, so I love how misleading this opening is, really, but it does play into the fact that this is a summer anime, and I'm really happy that they're really delving into those tones because, you know, it really does make you feel warm and fuzzy inside at the end of the day. Actually, one of my favorite shots from this OP is Toji throwing the little betting card in the puddle there. That is such a nice little detail for the character, and it looks so good. And we ended off with some beautiful shots of the characters in the classroom, you know, having fun, goofing off, and Gojo's hand presumably in front of the night sky, putting his hand over the camera. And that's the opening. I think this opening is wonderful. The song is great, by the way. I love the band. I've loved them for a little while now, and I'm glad they're finally getting, you know, an anime project or another anime project, especially something with the magnitude as Jujutsu Kaisen has. Honestly, this opening is just a bop, and it has a lot of little manga references for readers in there, so this opening is just great. I think this is such a 10 out of 10 opening for this season. It might be one of the best this anime season, maybe this year. I definitely will not get tired of hearing this opening for the 5 episodes that this arc will go for, and I am super excited to see what they have in store for the opening for the Shibuya Incident arc. Now, unfortunately, there's not really much to talk about in terms of the ending for this arc, except for the exceptional stylized animation here. It really is beautiful, and I would like to point out some shots that I really do like, but overall there's not many references in this ending as far as I can tell that make it kind of noteworthy for readers. The sketchy stylized art style for this ending looks great and really works for that summertime carefree feel. The background shots are also absolutely gorgeous. Establishing shots and the backgrounds just look amazing, super detailed. I also love the framing for this opening with the different aspect ratios with the white bars, how the characters are kind of hanging in and out of the frame. There are a lot of great shots in this ending, and it's just visually appealing to look at. The song is also great. It's really nice and soothing, really great for the end of an episode, especially an action-packed one like the ones we'll have in the future. But overall, the content for the visuals for this opening, it's just the characters having fun and goofing off, which is stuff that I really would love to see more of. I love that they're adding in these little scenes in the ending and the opening. The one shot that I do feel is pretty symbolic in this ending, and that is meant to be symbolic, is Geto waving his hand, saying goodbye to Shoko and Gojo as they all go down 3 separate streets. And they specifically emphasize Geto's hand waving back and kind of saying goodbye, because later on he does go down his own path and does some pretty bad things. So that is definitely foreshadowing and definitely a good emphasis on his character journey later on in this arc specifically. Overall, these 2 opening and ending themes were absolutely wonderful. I love them so much. I think the visuals look great. There's so many great references and metaphors in these openings. The visuals really complement the story very well. The songs are just both bops. I have them on my playlist already, and I've been listening to them non-stop, man. I cannot get enough of them. But yeah, what did you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you like this content. There will be more coming your way every week. So I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.